Morning, students. Let us start with our next session. Chapter number 15, we are doing improvement in food resources. Today's topic is storage of grains. See, we have covered all the topics which were there in agriculture. That is improvements in crop yields. How can you improve the production, crop variety improvement? How can variety of the crop be improved? We have seen crop production management. How can you do that? Then we have seen how to manage the nutrients, that is by adding manures and fertilizers. Then after maintaining fertility of the soil, irrigation, giving water is equally important. So we have seen irrigation. We saw how by various cropping pattern productivity can be increased. And we had also seen how with the help of weedicides, pesticides, insecticides, crop protection management can be done. Now everything is achieved. Your grain stock is ready. Is any care required while storage of grains? What all we are supposed to do? Let us see that. See, storage of grains. It is the last topic as far as agriculture goes. Storage losses in agricultural produce can be very high. See, after working hard, after giving best irrigation, spending so much money on electricity, running pumps, fertilizers, pesticides, weedicides, everything, getting good quality seeds. If during storage loss is there, then these losses can really be very high. So how do the grains get spoiled? Then there are factors responsible for such losses. So factors responsible for losses are biotic factors and abiotic factors. Means some living organisms are responsible and some non-living factors are responsible for losses during storage. Which are they and how do they ruin? Let us see that. See, first is biotic. Biotic factors include insects, rodents, fungi, mites and bacteria. So living factor includes insects. Jivda pade, that is very common in the godowns or warehouse. Rodents means burrowing organisms, squirrels, rats, specifically rats. If in the godown there are rats, then they will eat up and contaminate so much of produce that you cannot think of. It will become unfit for human consumption. Fungi, foog lagi jai, right? Mites, also kind of insects, and bacteria. Bacterial infection can also be very harmful. So these are the living factors. Which are the non-living factors? Abiotic factors. They include inappropriate moisture. Non-living factors include inappropriate moisture. Remember, more the moisture, more are the microorganisms So, inappropriate moisture, even temperature. At certain temperature and moisture range, there is lot of spoilage of food grains. Right? So, this much thing you should take care of. What do these biotic and abiotic factors do? Then we should know that these biotic and abiotic factors cause degradation in quality, loss in weight, poor germinability, discoloration of produce, and all these will lead to poor marketability. What does this mean? See, if these living factors or non-living factors would affect the grains, quality of the grains will be degraded. It will become less. As a result, they will become hollow and their weight will also become less. If they are put in the soil, their germinability will also be poor. They will not germinate properly. Discoloration of the produce, their color will also be discolored. You know what? The grains would be discolored, off colored they would become. And because of that, they will not be sold at the rates at which they should have been. So their marketability would become poor. These factors can be controlled by proper treatment and by systematic management of warehouses. So, these factors can be controlled by proper treatment. You should properly treat biotic and abiotic factors. And you should systematically manage warehouses. Godown should be systematically managed. How and what is to be done? Extra information also would be given. Preventive and control measures are used before grains are stored for future use. So, you should go for both prevention and control measures before storing the grains. So, what are these measures? They include strict cleaning of the produce before storage. Before storing them in the grains, strict cleaning should be done. Then, proper not drawing, it should be drying. Why should be there? Proper drying of the produce first in sunlight and then in shade. Means what? First cleaning should be done. Then, as soon as, say for that matter, this is a general practice carried out in fields. Say for that matter, if they have harvested wheat grains are there, then they are kept as soon as the wheat grains are separated, they are kept in sunlight for drying on a plastic sheet or such, so that moisture is not caught by them. They are allowed to dry in proper sunlight first and then they are brought to shade, so that microorganisms, they cannot survive this much temperature difference and all, right? After doing that, all microorganisms, most microorganisms would be killed and then they are stored. Fumigation using chemicals that can kill pests. Now what should be fumigated? Then fumes means dhumada. So this fumigation should be done. What should be fumigated? Warehouse should be, godown should be fumigated. Before storing grains, all the crevices, corners, ceiling, floor, walls, everything of the godown should be fumigated. Fumes of chemicals should be passed so that pests are killed. Not only that, actually one more thing is there, that is gunny bags in which the grains are stored. Right? Nowadays they are also plastic sheets or so. They should be dipped in water containing malathion or such pesticide, and they are allowed to remain over there for 10 to 15 minutes, and after that they are dried, and then grains are filled in it, so that by chance, even in gunny bags or so, if any pest is there, that would also die. This much care is to be taken so that storage of grains becomes successful, because after months or year of the hard work, it should not happen that loss occurs during storage of the grains. One activity is there: make a herbarium of cereals, pulses and oil seeds, and identify the season of their sowing and harvesting. So, you make herbarium of cereals, anaj, kathod and oil seeds. And you, suppose wheat is there, identify in which season their sowing is done and their harvesting is done. Likewise, do for all. And make a herbarium sort of, paste it. It is actually very interesting activity. In-text questions are there. Why should preventive measures and biological control methods be preferred for protecting crops? Next is, what factors may be responsible for losses of grains during storage? Now this and the previous sessions in-text questions are remaining to be discussed. So, we will discuss them in our next session. Together, we will club up and discuss everything.